Welcome to episode 14 of CarlRyds Plays Prison Architect. In this episode we're going to be opening up the shop, and also we're going to be starting work on cell block B as well. So we have $54,000 to spend at the moment, and in between episodes I've done a few little amendments. I've built this area for the new cell block. I've put in the concrete tiles for the walkways around here as well, and I've also created this little area here because the shop has a new object which is called a shop front. So the first thing we need to do is allocate this area for our shop, and this door servo opens during work time for our prisoners to come in here and work, but we need a little shop front for them to serve from. So we'll bob that there, and then the other prisoners come up to here, ask for an item, pay the money, and the other prisoner goes and gets the item for them. So now we need some shop shelves as well, and I believe some tables. So we bob the tables along here, like so, and then we can put in some shelving, like so, and these will hold all sorts of items that we'll see coming in very shortly. So we'll do it like so. That's a pleasing arrangement there. So we get all these in, and there's the little storefront there. And now we need to allocate some jobs. So we go into prison labour, and we'll put 2 jobs in there. There's 1 in the library, 2 in the mailroom, 2 in the shop, and loads everywhere else. Now remember, all these jobs, prisoners that do them are getting paid. They're getting paid 50 cents an hour, and each of the items in the shop costs, I think it's $5. And here's some of that stuff coming in now, so we can take a look at some of these things. So there's like toiletries and magazines of certain sorts, and items like that. There's probably like soaps, deodorants, things like that. So there's loads of good stuff that they can buy as well. And we're getting some prisoners released early as well. We've had 2. Just before I start the video we had 1 released as well. That got us 3,000, so we got 6,000 currently from prisoners being released early, which is great because it means they're being reformed, but we're getting some cash. Now he is not going to be let go because he's 94%, and I think the cut-off is 20%. So yeah, he ain't going anywhere. So let's have a look at the shop. So basically the items are going to be put on these tables, and the prisoners will sort them out during work time. They'll be sorting them out onto the shelves, and then there'll be someone in here at work time ready to take some cash. So while that's happening, let's have a look at the regime and see. So we're nearly at work time later on, so in the meantime we can start ourselves on cell block B. So we'll get the grant for that, not that we really need it, but and I'm also going to unlock something new as well, which is the clone tool. So we go up to the main menu, get our, not the main menu, the bureaucracy menu, and we'll get ourselves the clone tool, which is going to allow us to do this cell block a hell of a lot easier than we did for the first one. So I'll show you that in a second once it's unlocked. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bob in these metal detectors, and also put some door servos on these doors as well, and bob in our little areas in here for all of our CCTV monitors and our phone booths as well. So get the little phone booths sorted out. Like so, and then for the cells we'll use the clone tool. Speed up time a little bit, CCTV. Get that in there. Like so. So our workmen can start working on that as well. Let's see what's going on. So there's loads of... So they're just searching some of the shop goods to see if they've got any contraband in them. They're very much like the library shelves, these shop shelves, but I think library shelves are free rather than 2, maybe? There we go. So we got loads of items in here. Ready. And we got a little bit of spiritual guidance going on there. That looks like, yeah, a Christian leader is currently doing spiritual guidance in there, keeping our prisoners calm. And there's also some education program going on here. I think it's the foundation education program. So this guy's got $35, so he can get a good couple of things. He can get one thing, he can get quite a few. So here we go, we're working. This guy's setting up all the items on the shelves, and this guy's working the shop front and waiting for some customers. Have a look at some of the items we got on here. This is really cool. So I might actually just put one more job in there, just to make sure that actually reduce that to one job in the mail room, because there's not that much to do. And I'll put 3 jobs in here so we get these shop areas done quickly. It's really cool. So I need to set up these door servos and make sure that all my electrics are in and everything like that, which they are. So I need to... Look, he's got a book, that guy. The guy's got a nice book there. Alright, let's see what these door servos are connected to, shall we? So they're connected to the main door control system and the last one here, which is during the day, I believe. So let's connect the door servo system to these doors servos as well, and also connect them to the timer, which means our guys don't have to open them during certain times of the day, which is, I believe, any time that they aren't sleeping, because they're allowed out their cells. And I'll connect the CCTV as well. And this one is for the cell blocks. We have a special CCTV monitor just for the cell blocks, to make sure that they stay on as well. Let's have a look at our shop here, coming along nicely. So we need to put that magazine in the on one of the shelves. So in the finance section, in here you'll see prisoner wages, how much is paid out, and also in here you'll see, once we start selling some items, you'll see shop income on here as part of our income as well. There's currently none in there at the moment. Look, paying £4 a day in taxes. Have to get them down in the future as well. But I'm gonna add in 5 jobs in the shop for the next set of work areas, just to make sure that we can actually make sure that we have enough people in there to set up all these shelvings. Right, clone tool. So the clone tool's really cool. Okay, so you basically drag over the area you want to copy, go down to where you want to copy it to, and click. And it buys everything you need. Everything you need to set that up. There you go. So I've just done all them cell blocks in one go. Now I'm going to do it again with this one. So I like to take 2 at a time, like so. And then take it down here. Why is that? all the way there. Is this cell block the right dimension? You know it isn't. That's longer than that. Oh dear. Right. Good job we noticed that. Concrete. Add that onto there. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So basically when I'd drawn it out too low. Not drawn it out backwards enough. It's really bad. So our guys will come in and sort that out as well. But I think they're just a bit busy doing these cell blocks at the moment. But they will come in and sort that out as well. So what I want to do is I've made this area look pretty nice as well. I think I did this outside of episode where I put in like the metal grids and the lovely wood floor effect in the staff areas and the lovely tiles in the infirmary and the morgue there as well. So what I might do is put some white tiles in the kennel and some wood floor in the armory as well, just to try and make the place look nice and make it look a little bit better than it does at the moment with just the concrete floors. So I'm going to do white tiles in the laundry, and I'm not going to do too much because it's going to cost me a fortune, but this reception area, parole, security area could do with some nice flooring as well. Don't want to spend too much on this, but visitation and parole and reception can have some nice wood floor as well. So I've spent quite a lot of money on wood flooring. I've spent like 12 grand, maybe more, no, 14, 15, 16, about 17 grand on wood flooring there. But our library is looking good, our shop's looking good as well. Do we need any more prisoners? We can take 59, we currently have 52, so we'll go to intake. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. So we're going to get 2,900. Let's take a look at intelligence and see what kind of guys we've got at the moment. Fearless. Extremely quick, extremely strong, investigator. What does that mean? Does that mean he's in danger? I know there's prisoner deeds. Oh, so seeds of discontent. He causes trouble near. Oh, instigator, not investigator. Helpful if I could read. Intelligence. Let's see, we got any other guys. So we got some snitchers. Got some really bad people there as well, but we've not got too many at the moment. We can live with this. Guessing he's been released. He's finished his sentence. Tough. So he's going for a parole hearing. Is he gonna get it? Doubt it. 48%? No, he's not, because the cut-off's 20%. And we're getting some new prisoners. Look at how nice our prison looks with all this like white tiles and wood flooring and that. It looks brilliant. So we're gonna get some new prisoners as well. So let's see what kind of guys we have. So we got a quick and a strong in there. Reception area. So we've got a few guys who are like quick and strong. 2% reoffending, 12%. Unusually fast run at A, he's got to get searched, he's got some on him. See what these guys have got on them. Phone. You go on intelligence, look at 24 hours and last 7 days, you can see all the things that have been found. Look at all these that have been found. That's why we got a little, you can see in there a little doggy in the deliveries area, because there is so much stuff that's smuggled into prisons these days. So we found some luxuries, we found some drugs, and a fork, which was actually detected by the metal detector. It's a bit weird that mobile phones don't set up the metal detector, but a lot of them are metal. But maybe some of them are plastic, I suppose. I suppose that's fair. Oh dear, we found a nice weapon there. So our guys are just extending the building because I didn't do it properly when I laid it out in between episodes, but I think it still is 3 squares away from the edge, so that's fine. Right, so now we can do our clone tool. So we got that there. Pop that in there, and there we go. So this is a really quick way of making your cell blocks. Really quick way of doing it. And now we can clear all the planning as well. Get rid of all the planning from the prison, make sure there's none in there. And we nearly got cell block B sorted out. So I'm going to start making the place look a bit nicer by adding in a nice metal floor in these areas as well. And they've done our laundry as well. So we've got a really nice prison going on here. We've got loads of people working in the workshop, making all of our items. It's got to turn intake off for now. Shop revenue yesterday was $30. We did have some sales yesterday. Didn't actually see any of them myself, but we did have some shop revenue of $30. We paid out $130 in wages as well. So we got a little economy. There you go. That guy's buying something. He bought something. I don't know what he bought. And he got a book as well. He loaned a book from the library as well. So he bought an item from the shop. He's reading a book, having his lunch. It's really cool. Shop intake. There you go. $5. He bought something. It doesn't actually tell you what he bought. That'd be quite interesting to know. And there's 4 other guys there just sorting out the shelving. I decided just to throw some jobs in there just to get all that sorted out so we'd not take in forever. And we have our stuff to sell as well. Our guys are there to buy things. What's that connected to? Utilities. That's just connected to the door control system, that's fine. I don't want it connected to work time because that just means it'll be open and then people could steal stuff. So yeah, we got some great stuff in our little shop here. It's brilliant. Lovely little economy going on here as well. So you got you're paying your prisoners to make things for you, like your number plates in the workshop down here, and you're paying them to clean people's uniforms and make food and things like that. So and then they can buy stuff in the shop as well, which is really cool. It means that prisoners are more likely to want to do things like the workshop safety induction and the kitchen safety induction. They're more likely to want to do these programs because that way they have money to spend in the shop to buy nice things. See, we've got some great customers here. We've $15 there. So we've got some customers wanting to buy stuff. And like I was saying, they're going to want to do these jobs because they're going to get paid for them. But that means you've also got to make sure you don't have people just standing around doing nothing like this guy's in the mailroom right now. You've got to make sure you're not allocating too many jobs to each room. I'm going to knock that down by 2. See, this is the problem. Like, if you have so many jobs now, there's only 11 prisoners who can actually work in the workshop. But if there was 20, I wouldn't mind having 20 jobs, because they're making things that make me money, like $600 worth of wood there, 600 there, 220, 1,200. That's not a problem. But for things like laundry that doesn't make you any money, or the kitchen that doesn't make you any money, but you are saving on things like cook's jobs, so you're not spending that £100 a day on chef's wages by having them on 50 cents an hour doing the cooking as well. So you've got to balance it, really. You have to balance the economy, and so you've got all these items that they can buy, but you've also got to make sure you're not paying them too much for things that don't bring you a lot of income. So you've got to be careful about that. But look at our daily income here, $14,000, 24 in the bank. And we're getting our little cell block sorted out here as well. And we've got our little protective custody area and our Supermax as well. Now, one of the mods, so Prison Architect has a modding system, as you can see here. So we have our recycle program, I've shown you that in the past, where for every bit of garbage that we get through, we get $5 back because we do a bit of recycling. Metal detector fix, that's to fix alignment of the metal detector that's still an issue. And the amazing vegetable garden mod, which we'll get to in the next episode. Actually, we're going to be doing the garden mod. So there's loads of different grants you can have. These are all the ones that I have available to me that I've activated through the Steam Workshop. And those are the ones at the top there that I currently have turned on. So there's one called... There's loads of funny ones like First Aid Station. And but I want to look at category tiles. I want to activate that. And basically what this does is it gives me different coloured tiles. So what I can do is I can go into materials and get myself some protective custody tiles and just bob them down here. And MaxSec tiles, I know they are technically Super Max, but it works. And then I'll put in my metal floors as well in these. And it means that I can see at a glance which area of this prison is protective and which area is Supermax. So that's just like some of the mods you can get for Prison Architect there. So that's really, really cool. Look at this. We've nearly got 40% more prisoners need to go through the foundation education course, and then we'll be on to the general education course that we can start running as well. So we're nearly at 50 capacity in our little cell block here. So we get our guys building that, so we can get the rest of our grant as well. Feeding all our prisoners, getting all of our cash flow there. So look, they're bringing in all of these things here. They're having a little bit of trouble with the doors. They're having to get guards to open them for them, but it's not too bad. And it means we can start bringing in 20 more prisoners the next day as well. So I might start that now. I turn intake up to, I think there's 20 per cell block. Now, how many people do we actually have in... Safe maximum is 67. See, some of these guys have come out of the holding cell, and I don't really like having so many people in the holding cell. Because you're not really meant to use the holding cell like I am, which is just to cram everyone in so you get more money per day. You're meant to have them in cell blocks like this. However, it's a way of running your prison, isn't it? So it's up to you how you run your particular prison. I find this is a good way for me to run it. So I'm going to bring in 20. I'm going to bring in 10 medium sec and 10 minimum security prisoners. That's 8,000 I'm going to get paid for that. And they're going to come in at 8 AM tomorrow in 5 hours time. So we've got our lovely little shop here. We've got our cell block B coming along very nicely. And also our library's looking really good as well. Our classrooms are looking good. And our chapel as well. What kind of flooring would be good in a chapel? The fancy tiles? I think the fancy tiles, they always have like mosaics and things like that, don't they? So bob some of that in as well. Library, probably a wooden floor in the library. And classrooms, probably wooden floors as well, actually. I don't know, I'm spending a lot of money on things like this, and I do want to do the mailroom and shop, but not quite yet. And I'm spending a lot of money on things that people might think are a little bit unnecessary, but it makes the place look nice. So I like a nice, good-looking prison. And this is where our vegetable mod is going to be put. I've already marked out an area for it, so we're going to do that in the next episode. So now we've only got £2,000 because I spent so much money on wooden floor and stuff. But it's going to make the prison look really nice, so I don't really mind. And look at our cash flow, it's fine. So there we go, and we're getting these in as well. We've got our 8,000 coming in. Unlock that door for that. I might just lock that open for a minute while they get that done. Lock that one open as well, and this one. Now why is my pipes are in the wrong place? Because I did it wrong. So I can dismantle this utility here. That explains it. Oopsie. Put these doors back to normal because they're getting prisoners into them now. But yeah, that was my mistake. Basically, when I'd laid it out one block too short, and that means all the utilities were too short as well, which is not brilliant, but you know. And we're getting our little prisoners in half an hour, so we've cleared out the holding cell, and now we're going to fill it back up again. Basically. So our prisoners are on their way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute. Here they are. They're coming. Let's get our intelligence on. See what kind of guys we've got. So in the first van we've got no one of any kind of significance. In the second van we've got a strong individual. And look, all of our uniforms have already been set out there for them as well. So we're just waiting for our guards to come and get them. There we go, they're all being searched. Guards are bringing them in, they're being searched. See if there's any contraband on them. The dogs are finding some. He had some medicine on him, so the dogs are doing a great job as well. So you can see that the reception room's a really good idea because they get strip searched and everything, and anything that's found on them doesn't then make it into the prison, which is really good. So our guy's been tucked into there. So there you go. It's brilliant. So we've got our cell block A, B, and our little protective custody area here, and our max sec area as well, our supermax. We have our library, classrooms, and our chapel. That looks really good with that flooring actually. And our shop as well. So that's it for this episode of CarlRyds Plays Prison Architect. I'll see you in the next episode, where we are going to start by doing our little vegetable patch mod, and we'll be talking more about the mod system as well. So I'll see you next time. Bye!